Hello, my name is Francis Elliott, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Engage Britain's Director of Advocacy. That's just a posh way of saying I'm the person with the job of making sure that people in power actually listen to what we say and do something with all our work. So I thought it would be useful just to update you on what we've been doing and who we've been seeing and feedback on what they've been saying to us. You might remember that we took the insights from the first People's Panel to the Department for Health and Social Care and to the kind of shadow health secretary, who's Labour's Wes Streeting. And we've continued to engage both the government and the main opposition, taking those key messages about workforce and poor communications through the summer. We met with Gillian Keegan, who, as of about now, is still the Care Minister. And we don't know who the next Prime Minister is at this point, but we will certainly be looking to have early meetings with both the Health Secretary and the Care Minister to kind of repeat the points if there are big changes there. In any case, officials stay where they are on the whole, and EB staff have had a series of meetings with senior DH officials. And I think it's fair to say they're pretty interested in what we've come up with, especially on the sort of poor communications. I think they are mostly sincere in wanting the system to be better integrated. There is, in fact, a whole programme of work in the Department of Health called on integration. And we're making the point that that really needs to start and end with people and not just end up as another set of internal wiring diagrams. So we also met with Jeremy Hunt, the Conservative former Health Secretary, who now heads the Commons Health Select Committee, Norman Lamb, the former Lib Dem Care Minister, who some of you might remember addressed a very early PP event on social care, and a guy called Phil Hope, who's a former Labour Care Minister. That was all together in the same room in the Commons. And as part of kind of preparations for a big push on social care, I think that's kind of coming this autumn, where we will probably join forces with a cross-party organisation called Future Social Care Coalition and others who've also already been campaigning for some time for a proper government plan to recruit, retain more care workers. Look, and for your information, the feedback we got from Mr. Hunt is that he strongly wants to strengthen the link between patients and GPs. He kind of thinks that, you know, family doctors should be the single point of accountability. And that does kind of overlap with some of the recommendations we've had out of the poor communications work stream about creating people who are the sort of single point that can coordinate people's care within the system. It's not exactly the same. So we'll see how we go with aligning our recommendations and others in the field like Mr. Hunt's. So we're also talking to people in the Welsh Government and feeding into a review of their social care workforce policies. And I'm actually personally very excited about that because I think it might be, the timeframes might work really well for us. It might be the kind of first opportunity to get stuff from the Ideas for Change work stream on social care workforce directly implemented. Anyway, high hopes for that. We'll see how we go. In Scotland, the legislation implementing their National Care Service is going through the Holyrood Parliament at the moment. So, you know, we're looking to learn from them and where appropriate share our insights there too. And in terms, finally, of non-care workforce, we're moving towards, recommendations on how to improve planning and delivery of staff in the long term, helping protect those long-term decisions from the short-term political pressure. Again, there are plenty of politicians who mostly privately agree with us, and so we may end up pushing an open door there. So that's a brief overview of the work we're doing just on the health and care project. As next stage, as the kind of policies get tested and stress tested here and there and tested with people in the field and public opinion, you know, and then finalized, then we can really kind of ramp up and sell them properly. But, you know, we're making a good start. Thanks very much for your time.